Okay. Oh, how are you guys doing? Hi, AOD, welcome in. The music that plays as the day of the free day game comes closer and closer. Don't remind me. Evil Rafus, hi. Welcome in, first time chatter. How are you doing tonight? I've got something on my wrist here. I do believe it is about time for us to play a video game. You're from Rascal? Yeah, you are from Rascal's Community, aren't you? I thought I recognized the name. Ugh. Welcome in. If we can hit the start button, that'd be great. Thank you. Why is nobody wearing the clothes that I gave them? Everybody's wearing the school uniforms. That's not what you were wearing last time I saw you. Excuse me. Ooh, I'm sorry. Fire cult, right. Can I rest with you? I can rest with you. Okay. $200. This is highway robbery. Unless it fills all my CP completely. Never mind, it's no longer highway robbery. What quests did I still have? Probably most of them. Oh, they're both mandatory. Right. Like to request someone's help in gathering a number of ingredients I need to make a particularly nostalgic dish. Yikes. Sorcier restaurant located in Central Plaza. It's bad news. Why do you have a thing above you? Oh, we can ask him for details about the monster. Excuse me. We've come to ask for some more details about the monster that we've been asked to exterminate. Certainly. Allow me to tell you what I know. The monster is situated in the northern Croydon Highway and was first spotted by the Provincial Army. The report described it as resembling a large carnivorous plant. Neat. That sounds rather terrifying. Does it really matter what kind of monster it is? We just need to hurry up and exterminate it. Incidentally, you will find it on top of a stone bridge on the highway, which can be reached by heading straight out of town. Please do be careful. Cool. But before we do that... Keep taking pictures, Dad. Make sure you get that fountain in the cathedral, too. Did I ever go into the cathedral? Wow, I was not as thorough as I thought I was. I don't remember coming into the cathedral in this game. The sister here came to greet us earlier. She was ever so elegant, too. Even the Sisters of Brayhard fit the city's high-class image, it seems.
Here we go!
Yeah!
Leave it to me!
My turn.
Okay. Let's go around the right way. Thanks, Frost. Thanks for... like, just the...
Go!
The glare. The frickin' glare. Right, need to go to the restaurant. I remember where I was just reading like 2 minutes ago. Actually, the real thing that Frost is glaring at me about, I know now. I know what you're upset by. I need to read a book, don't I? I agreed to read a chapter. He's giving me a thumbs up. He's waiting for me to read chapter 2 of Carnelia. Hello there, Toby. You've come at just the right time. Greeting me with these words, Mitch shuffled slightly in his seat behind the counter. The baked confection he had been eating was ever so carefully placed atop his lap to prevent it from falling on the floor. He smacked both of his powdered sugar hands with a clap, and a cloud of white particles puffed into the air. The smell of sweet spices and baked apple pervaded the dimly lit shop. We had an item dropped off no more than a few minutes ago, he continued. Turning in his seat, Mitch reached back and snatched up something wrapped in old magazine paper from off the shelf, tossing it to me. Knowing Phil well, I wouldn't get any sort of answer I asked anyways. Why do we have these? Laying out my railway and airship tickets, Mitch ignored my question and said, Make sure this gets to the same place as always. In his slow drawl, he added, It would be in your best interest to keep your involvement to a minimum, by leaving the business side of things to me, and focusing solely on getting the job done. He leaned back in his chair and let out a deep sigh, the balls of his fingers kneading the bags under his eyes. Then, once again, his large hand extended down towards the unattended cake resting on his leg. Before the sweet treat could reach his watering mouth, I had already made my way out of the door of his tiny shop. As I walked, the waste paper bundled package bounced around inside the fold from my bag. By the feels of its shape and weight, as it beat steadily against my side, I concluded that the object in my possession was probably just more swag. It didn't make me nervous not to know what it was that I was carrying, for I had done this type of job many times before, and no matter what kind of trouble I found myself wrapped up in, I had always managed to come out unscathed. Yes, the balls of the fingers! This was a different time, apparently. In truth, my experience on the job had made me tough, and I became well versed in the art of orbal magic. So it was that when I laid eyes on the rough-looking trio at the station, I felt no more knots of uneasiness in the pit of my stomach than was necessary for someone of my abilities. The platform for the train bound for Liberl was a bustle with passengers awaiting its eventual arrival. Seeing that the benches were so crammed full of people that they could have very well been a tin of packed sardines, I resigned myself to standing near the entrance as I patiently waited for my train to come in. Twisting my body in order to move the bag to my other shoulder, I noticed the figures of two men. Not necessarily small. Hands bent together and conversing in an audible tone, they stood just beyond the ticket gate, right about where the horse head of the Imperial Army emblem lay embedded in the ground in a grand mosaic of tiles. After a short interim, another man approached and joined in the conversation. From my own perspective, this was one ragtag group I most certainly couldn't have given a passing grade to based on looks. All three were extremely well built and sported the same haircut. To put it mildly, they stuck out of the crowd like a bunch of sore thumbs. Making sure to avoid eye contact with them as they glanced in my direction, I slung my bag back onto my shoulder and ever so calmly reached my hand into my pocket and ran the tips of my fingers across the surface of my orbment. A woman's voice reverberated within the walls of the station, notifying the passengers that the train had arrived. The low rumble of an orbital engine could be felt in the distance, and after a few moments, a large vehicle was seen rolling up on the shoulder. I I muttered to myself, all is well, but the sound of my voice was drowned out by the din of the massive machine. Brakes screeched, and a flash of black light reflected off the surface of the giant iron beast as it came sliding in across the rails. The immense vibration in the air emanating from the moving locomotive as its epicenter led me to know that the orbital engine had been put into full reverse in order to decelerate and bring the train to a grinding halt. Frost, you already know. I can't read. While being shoved to and fro by the waves of impatient travelers flooding out of the waiting area, I was swept towards one door of a passenger car. As we passed by the conductor, I caught another glimpse of the ticket gate. The men who were once there were now gone, and the only thing that remained was the profile of a horse made of glossy tiles, glaring back at me in a shade of deep crimson. I hear flashes of English. Yeah, I occasionally can speak English. It's the only language that I, really know at all. And only barely. Let's see, we're missing chapter 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and if there's a 14, we're missing that, but... Five is not this chapter. I'm not saying that it is. I was just looking at how many chapters of Red Rose that I was missing. 5 is the only chapter of Carnelia that I'm missing. However, I'm missing 5 and 12 of Red Moon Rose. Yeah. Red Rose.
Leave it to me.
Red Rum. Right, I need to actually talk to the owner of the bar. Not the bar. The restaurant. Hello, Harold, right? Tell me you're Harold. Sorry, I'm getting mad at FC right now because I can't find someone. Oh, who are you looking for, Frost? Greetings and welcome. Hello, Hammond. Hammond, not Harold. It starts with an H, I know that much. We're here to take up your request, but I'd like to thank you for that delicious meal last night first. It was good. Oh, I'm pleased to hear that. Might I ask where Lord Eustace is, though? He was called back to the mansion, I'm afraid. We have plans to meet up with him in the afternoon, however. Wait, that's the wrong voice. Dorothy, after talking to Mabel about Hawken Gate. Ooh. I don't remember where she is. I am sorry. We have plans to meet up with him in the afternoon, however. Is that so? It's too bad Eustace isn't here, considering this request is from his uncle. Anyway, about your request. Ah, yes, you've read it. Or, as you've read, I would like you to gather some ingredients for me. I've bought so many ingredients, Hammond. What were you looking for? I probably have it. Are you all currently free? If so, I will explain the details of what I need. Yeah, sure. Yeah, we can take it up now. Please go ahead and explain. The request mentioned something about making a nostalgic dish. Press X to doubt. What are you doubting this time, Frost? Apart from my ability to read. Correct. Said dish isn't on our menu, but it's one that I would like you all to try. I assume it's a rather special dish, then. There's no doubt about how delicious it'll be if you're making it, at least. What kind of dish is it? Perhaps soup is the best way to describe it? I plan on making enough for you all to enjoy, so please look forward to that. How could we not? What is it you need us to gather, then? There are 2 types of ingredients I'd like to ask you to gather for me. Excuse me. The first is globby fat, which can be collected from monsters on the highway. I need 5 of those to be exact. The other is an herb used by the Septian Church to synthesize medicine, called a healing herb. So 5 piles of globby fat and a healing herb. Where do we get the herb from, then? You want to speak to Sister Tatiana at Berehard Cathedral. I'm sure that she'll be willing to part with one. Just tell her I sent you. Alright, that sounds easy enough. Shall we start on the task at hand? Yes. Let's head to the cathedral first. Roger. The Bite of Nostalgia. Is that the Bite of 87? No. No, it's not. I've been retrieving many letters from every single church in the Kreutzen province ever since tax increase began. Each and every one of them detailed the negative effects said taxes has been having for the people and suffering for it, and how the people are suffering for it. I also heard that the Oryx fort is strengthening its armaments too. Perhaps Duke Alberea needs to be reminded that Adios' one desire is for us to be at peace. Apparently he does need to be reminded of that. Sister Christian, there's so much in life. Oh, good day. Blitzball stream? Yeah, Blitzball! If only I actually liked Blitzball! Oh, good day. Is there something you need from me? You must be Sister Tatiana, I assume. Could we trouble you for a healing herb by chance? Hammond from Saussure told us that we'd be able to procure some here. Oh, is that so? I see. Would you mind waiting a bit while I prepare one for you? Absolutely not. Here you go. Received healing herb. We appreciate it, sister. This is an ingredient used for making medicine, isn't it? Is it safe to use for food too? Of course, it's a very healthy ingredient when used for food. The only issue is that it's very bitter, so some inventiveness on the part of the chef is required to hide that. I see. Hammond must have some way to doing so then. I'm kind of interested in how he does it. Likewise. Haha, same here. Well, again, thank you for the help. You're welcome. Yeah, if only there was a Blitzball stream here. Actually, if you want to do a Blitzball stream, she was in here the other night. Twilight Autumn has had like a week or so dedicated to Blitzball in the past, or however many days it was. Maybe it was only like a couple days, but it felt like a week. Hello again. I presume you've collected all the ingredients then? Yeah, everything's here and accounted for. Here you go. Handed over 5 globby fats and 1 healing herb. It's fortunate for us that we had enough globby fats already. Much obliged. Please make your way over to the table. I'll begin preparing the dish immediately. It's all good. If I wanted to watch someone score 1 point and then swim in circles for 20 minutes, I would play Blitzball myself. That's fair. But what if you want to just watch somebody actually play Blitzball for multiple streams in a row? How was it? I call this dish Deluxe Herb Chowder. It was beyond delicious. I feel a sort of comforting warmth throughout my body after eating it. Wouldn't mind having some of this if I ever caught a cold. Indeed. It almost feels like a bowl of this might cure it outright. I'm pleased to hear that. Dumb Ronsos can't catch anyone. True. You did mention that this was a rather nostalgic dish. I assume Eustace had it often? That's correct. It was one of his favorite dishes even. To tell you the truth, the one who created this dish was none other than my sister herself. In other words, Lord Eustace's mother. So I know that Machias was awake when Eustace was talking about this to us. Did he tell the girls? Because if not, this would be an awkward time to find out that Eustace's mom is a commoner. Oh, nope, doesn't look like it. I see. Well then. Would that make you his uncle? Kind of surprising. Oh, oops. We didn't tell you two about that. We didn't tell you two about that, did we? My apologies. I was under the impression you were all aware. I wasn't expecting his mother to be the creator of this dish, though. His mother must have been skilled at cooking if she could think of a dish this delicious. She was indeed. She would even come by to help me out from here from time to time. First time she made this soup was when Lord Eustace fell ill during his younger years. She went to the church to ask for medicinal herbs, after which she set out about inventing a dish that would be both easy for him to digest and enjoyable to eat. Lord Eustace was always at the front of her mind. It really does sound like she cared deeply for him. And yet he lost her 8 years ago. Sounds like he hasn't had such an easy life after all. Someone's thinking about Eustace. Ooh. Who might that be? Certainly not me. I'm not thinking about him and his beautiful blonde hair and his gorgeous blue eyes. I would never think about that. I've probably said too much. I was hoping that Lord Eustace would be here to enjoy this too, but at any rate, I'm glad that I could talk to you all about this. We got to learn a little bit more about Eustace, so likewise. Well, that brings my request to an end. Thank you all for your help. There's plenty of soup left over, so feel free to take it with you. Deluxe herb chowder. Oh, thank you, sir. This is the least I could do for Lord Eustace's friends. Goodbye, then. I wish you luck with your future endeavors. Bite of nostalgia completed. Do we have the recipe for that? Kinda. We have a recipe for creamy chowder, and the best version that Eustace can make is, in fact, the deluxe herb chowder.
Okay.
But it doesn't require an herb for us to make it.
Came out okay. It's technically edible.
Okay. We now have the peculiar version of that dish.
All right, I'll give it a try. I suppose this'll do. Let's never speak of...
We should probably just make a few peculiar dishes just while I am thinking about it. Or not. Nah, I'm not gonna worry about it. Absolute worst case scenario, I can just make them later. Seems like most of the stores here are patronized pretty regularly by nobles. I could tell because there were way too many zeros on the price tags I checked. That's fair. That'll be a way to signify it. We don't really have any business on the highway right now. Yes, let's stay in town. Wait, is that not where the thing is? Northern Kroatian Highway, not Eastern. Thank you.
My turn.
Or rather, not Southern.
Go!
It's my turn. Here.
Right! Stay on guard. My turn.
I'll handle it. Now. Okay, Reem.
Right! Leave it to me.
It's my turn. Here.
Definitely attacked those in the wrong order.
I'll handle it. Now.
Go! Go! Leave it to me. Eat that! All right, let's keep moving. An A+ outcome.
Yeah, A+.
Eat that! Eat that! Kick! Eat that!
There it is. Looks as strong as yesterday's. That means we'll really need to be careful considering Eustace isn't with us today. Read. Cheap viewers on streamboo.com. AOD, where are you? Thanks, AOD. I'm ashamed of what happened yesterday. Yeet! I know we have our share of differences, but, well, He's embarrassed. Quiet, Fee! I'm trying to... I caused problems for everyone, too. My injuries were a result of my own carelessness. Hopefully, by giving this fight everything we've got... Hopefully, by giving this fight everything we got, we can make up for this whole mess together. I'm counting on you, Machias. I won't let you down. Let's give that another save.
Kick! Kick!
This one's dangerous.
Damn, I
Stay on
can't
your
just leave.
My turn. Arcus, activate. Your turn. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want a boss fight to have the critical. Just in general.
Flames, gather on my blade. Strike!
Screw you in particular, Mr. Man-Eater Plant.
Your
I was
turn.
annoying, had to talk to the guy at the guild,
You
not
alright?
just
Thank
to
you
report
very
it,
much.
not just report to him.
It's not over yet.
You had to actually talk to somebody in a Trails game, Frost? I never would have imagined.
Here we go.
It's my turn.
Yeah, well, I also had to scan through 30 minutes of Rascal struggling with the same part. Fair enough. In order to find the answer, yeah. Okay, fine. Well, she's about to heal, so do I really need to use Energy Shell here? But also, I'm blind.
Eat that!
Yeah.
Never mind, who cares if we're blind? Just hit anyways. That's what I
Thank you
do.
very much.
Never mind, I should have healed.
It's my turn.
No, Fee! Fuck.
I was careless. Now!
Here we go. Huh.
Not bad.
Flames, gather on my blade. Right. How about this?
Why didn't I heal
I'm sorry,
Fee?
everyone. Careless.
Why didn't I heal?
Too slow. I'm sorry, everyone. Right. It might be wise to retreat. You won't be so lucky next time.
Yeah, we're gonna do that over again. Because no.
Watch out. This is a tough one.
My turn. Arcus, activate.
Oh, no, you don't.
You found an appropriate voice line for this part earlier? Which voice line,
It's
Frost?
my turn.
If you were saying something like, we can die and we can lose. I forget, it was one of the hundreds that you listened to? That's fair. Oh, that hits all of them. Beautiful.
Here we go.
Guess that means Heat Wave is hitting the boss.
Go.
Never mind, you're blinded. I forgot about that part.
Too slow.
You know, I
Leave it to
left
me.
the fight. I could have easily equipped something that would prevent me from being blind.
Hang in there, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Go.
Foresight? Never. Exactly. Hindsight. Now that's 2020.
Arcus, activate.
It's my turn.
Oh, no, you don't.
My turn. Here we go.
Ha! Flames, gather on my blade.
Nice.
Now.
Asuna is always a good spell. Or just
Oh,
a
no, you
thing
don't.
that completely negates all status
I'm
of
sorry, everyone.
God!
My turn.
I feel like she was at full HP too, or at least close to it.
Oh, delicious.
Leave it to me.
Delicious. Nightmare is kicking my butt. Yeah, Nightmare is kicking my ass.
Hang in there, everyone.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Well, we're gonna leave what you said there as correct. That's the correct thing. Nightmare is what's kicking my ass here, not anything else, not any other difficulties. I'm definitely not playing this on normal. Why would you think that? No, this is Nightmare.
Oh, delicious.
Go! Arcus, activate.
It's my turn. I'll handle it.
Ha! Right!
My turn. Arcus, activate. Yeah.
Go! Now's your chance!
Broken.
You're finished!
There we go. We did it.
That one all right.
See? We make a great team.
Yeah. We did it, Frost.
Making progress. Success.
We won. We sure did. And in doing so, I believe we've successfully redeemed ourselves from yesterday. We... Good work, everyone. Suppose that gets a pass. Haha. I'm sorry, everyone. I've been dragging you all down. Especially you, Reen. I owe you double the apology. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. It's alright, Marcius. Don't worry about it. Yeah, don't worry about it, Marcius. If I just answered you honestly from the start, all of this could have been avoided. So if anything, I think I should be the one apologizing. I'm sorry for misleading you. No. Anyway, it's all in the past now. I'm glad to have you in our group, Marcius. The same goes to you. And I'm glad the two of you were finally able to make up. Youth. Fee, we're older than you are. Hey, don't make fun of us. So as long as we're on a roll here, why not use this chance to make up with Eustace too? What? If you could just be more honest with one another, I'm sure even the combat links wouldn't be out of the... Not a chance. My behavior towards you was wrong, and I'll fully admit that. But Eustace is a whole nother story. He and I are fundamentally incompatible, and nothing any of you can do, or nothing any of you do, can change that. I guess getting those two to accept each other is still a long ways off. One step forward, one step back. More like one step forward, like 3 steps back, AOD. So tsundere. Yeah. He's never going to admit his true feelings for Eustace. They are meant to be together. Well, we should probably head back to town, don't you think? Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Eustace should be back soon, too. I'm hungry. Can we stop at McDonald's? Fine, let's go. Forward and back, then go forward and backwards and forwards. Backwards and backwards and forwards. Shut up, AOD. Every time I want to get that song out of my head. That stupid song.
Ooh, this looks like a good spot.
This looks like a nice spot.
I think it's over on this side. There it is. Falling right back into the system. No! Oh, I've already used up all my fishing for the week. Or for the chapter.
Now's our chance. Let's get him.
My turn.
My turn.
Good miss there, Fee.
There. Go. B.
Roger. It's my turn. Yeah.
It's my turn.
Okay.
My turn. Okay, it's safe for now. Now's our chance. Let's get him.
I'll handle it.
For a second, I thought she was gonna unbalance that one. I was gonna be like, damn, girl.
Okay.
It's my turn.
Okay.
My turn.
It's my turn. Here. This is it. Broken. We did it, Fee. Thanks for the backup.
So AOD, how go the hunts? I assume you're still hunting. Or are back into hunting for the day. Excuse me. Hold it right there. The Provincial Army. I'm actually cleaning up my Twitch highlights. Ooh! Nice, nice. You're the students from Thor's Military Academy, aren't you? The ones who've come for a field study? Yes, that's us. Is there some kind of problem? Twitch is whining about my storage limit. Boo! He's a perfect match for the photo. How convenient for us. Offsides, number 32. Oh, wait, wrong thing. Also, who the heck is messaging me midstream? I will respond to that later. Right now, you thought it was sound from your side? Yeah, that's one of the downsides to recording desktop audio instead of game audio. If I get like a notification or something, you guys hear it too. What are you doing? First year student Machias Regnans, correct? You're under arrest. Don't try to resist if you know it's good for you. What's going on? Spent like 5 minutes trying to find the source of that ping last night. I'm so sorry. Wait! This has to be some kind of mistake. On what grounds are you arresting for it? Or on what grounds are you arresting him? Thank you for acknowledging it today. Did I not acknowledge it yesterday? I feel like I would have. A number of charges have been filed. But the most egregious is an accusation of trespassing into Oryx Fort yesterday afternoon. Trespassing? Well, wait, do you mean... when we saw that silver object? You can't be serious! I was near the fort at the time the intrusion occurred, certainly. But I was there with my classmates. If you aren't going to believe their testimony, then why am I the only one under suspicion? Told you that that was Machias in disguise. You did say that, Frost. You did say that. Every one of us here can vouch for him. And not just us. Eustace Albareo was with us at the time, and can personally verify that what Machias is saying is true. You'll have to do better than that. We're outnumbered. I don't know. I feel like we could take him. All you need to know is that boy is a person of interest, and we have the right to take him in for questioning. There's no point in fighting it. You're coming with us whether you like it or not. Grr. Think Story Fee could take him on alone? You know, probably. Now, your fee, maybe not. Yeah. Thanks, Frost. Thanks for the vote of confidence. Oh, man. Looks like she was right on the mark. Oh? Who's this? Glad I came here from Legram for this. But the question is, what's the best way to handle this situation? Get in there! It's the fourth Hokage. It's true, it's Naruto. Sorry, it's Boruto's dad. Grr. Don't worry. Do as you're told and you won't be hurt. If you're found to be innocent, we'll let you out. Eventually. Damn it! How could I have been so careless? Considering his dad's position, I should have known this could happen. God, I need to... This game needs to stop giving me characters that I've given a somewhat gruff voice to. Because it is hard on my throat. Hi, Breaking Free. Welcome in. Look at you calling the Discord tag. How are you doing this afternoon? Or, I guess, evening. It's almost, well, not really almost midnight. Also, what do I mean, I guess it's evening? I got home after 8 o'clock. It is a little after 10 now. Listen, Frost, 10 p.m. is afternoon. Yes, exactly, I'm technically not wrong. As I keep telling you, Machias couldn't have possibly committed the crimes he's accused of. He's been with us ever since we arrived in Berehard yesterday afternoon. He's never left our sight. So you really, if you really believe he was responsible, shouldn't you be arresting us as well? Can't stay around for long, but wanted to get your Discord so I can keep up. It's 2:15 a.m. here. I appreciate joining the Discord, Breaking Free. I'll see you over there. You have a wonderful day. Just ignore that person in the voice chat alone. Yeah, ignore him. You don't need to worry about him. He doesn't matter. Okay, that was mean. He matters. Everybody matters, Frost. Let's give you a wave. You're wasting your breath. Machias Regnitz will be kept in our custody until he's been cleared of all charges against him. We've already contacted the Academy to inform them of this. You kids should just focus on your field study or whatever it is you're here for, and let due process take its course. Unbelievable. Oh, and one more thing. Eustace's business at the Duke's estate will take longer than expected to complete. I'm afraid he will be unable to rejoin you. That can't... Did this come from Eustace himself? Couldn't tell you. I'm just relaying a message given to me by the Alborea household. And don't even think of trying to go to the mansion to see him. Excuse me. You won't even get past the front gate. Well, Marcius has been arrested. Eustace can't make it get out of the house anymore. I guess we're just gonna go home, the three of us. I'm betting they've had this whole thing planned out since yesterday. Which means the reason Eustace got called away is because they knew that if he were here, he may have been able to prevent Marcius's arrest. I assume that's what you're gonna say anyway. Makes sense. He was probably called home to keep him from interfering. Almost certainly, I'd say. It's past noon already. We should head back to the hotel. If Eustace hasn't left a message for us, we're gonna need to start thinking about other ways to handle this. Eustace went home and had Marcius arrested so he could force him into being his personal butler. Oh yeah, Eustace definitely wants Marcius to be his personal butler, that's for sure. And not just for pouring his drink. Wants him to do other things for him as well. I'm terribly sorry. They insisted on conducting a precautionary search as part of their investigation. I believe they'll be leaving by this evening, but I'm afraid that's all I know. I see. We're very sorry for the trouble. I think we should go. Okay. Yes, I agree. Quest North Monster Kreutzen Highway. North Kreutzen Highway Monster completed. Received Earthbell as a reward. Afterwards, Reen and the others decided to dine at the restaurant they visited the previous day. However, their soldiers were there as well. Uncertain of what to do and where to go, they all eventually started planning their next move at a bar on Artisan Street. Were they allowed into a bar? They're all teenagers. Like 17 or 18, but still teenagers. So in all likelihood, the reason Marcius was arrested has nothing to do with the incident at the fort yesterday. They just wanted him because his father is the Imperial Governor and a key figure in the Reformist faction. Basically, they wanted a hostage so they could have an advantage in future negotiations. You can technically go into a bar at any age, you just can't be served alcohol. I think that depends on the bar, but I think that's, like, at least for some bars, that is true. That does seem to be the most plausible explanation. They wouldn't hurt him or anything, though, would they? Most bars just have personal rules to make it easier on them. You know what? That's probably how it works. I don't know enough about bars as somebody who doesn't really drink very much. At least not alcohol. I wouldn't be so sure. Tensions are high on both sides. I'm almost done with chapter 2. Yeah? You're not wrong there, Black Rose. Also, welcome in, Black Rose. How are you doing this evening? Worst case scenario, they might use the threat of violence to get what they want. That's awful. Did I get that follower alert set up, by the way? So I set it as a subscriber alert, Frost. I might figure something else out for followers, but for right now, I wanted something special for subscribers. Yes, a sub alert. However, it works both for regular and Prime subs. So, you know, cough, cough, hint, hint. This may well fall under the scope of our field study, though. It may be risky, but how about we try to do something about this situation ourselves? I think we should. We can't just abandon him. No sub button? What? I hit affiliate this morning, though, I promise. No, you're right. No. Prime isn't up until the 12th or something. Gotcha. I don't know how to fix that. So for now, I'm gonna do ye old. I'm not gonna. Did you get payment set up? That'll probably be the main stopper if it's not a timed release. Probably just takes time. Okay. I don't know how to set up payments, to be honest, AOD. I might need to ask somebody about that. Unless you happen to know, in which case you can DM me later. If not, I'll ask Autumn. Or Allie. Allie might know. Allie probably knows. If she remembers. You are an affiliate yourself. Okay. Well, I can talk to you then. I think we should. We can't just abandon him. I'm in. Big shot. True. Look at Mr. Big Shot affiliate over here. AOD Legacy. Hardly. Nah, you're an affiliate. That means you make billions of dollars playing video games for people, right? Right? Genopay's got a bigger following than me. I mean, thank you. Ha. Thank you both. I think our best bet here is to track down Eustace. In the sense of an active community. Oh, okay. Fair. There's no way he could possibly have been in favor of arresting Machias. Yes, I agree. This had to have been a decision made by Duke Alberea himself. But Eustace is locked up at home. Maybe his brother would help us? Rufus? He did have a pleasant manner when speaking with Machias yesterday, so he just might. But he said he had business to take care of in the capital, and there's no telling when he'll be back from that. So I don't think we can count on him, unfortunately. Got it. Then our only option is to break him out ourselves. Fee? That's a little excessive. Think about it. We have a perfect chance to bust him out while he's still at the guardhouse. But if they take him to the fort, we lose that chance and we won't get another. Well, I can't argue with that at least. Alright, let's give it a try. Okay, if you're sure. We need to be as covert as possible, though. If we get caught, it has to be after Machias is out safely. If it's before that, there's no way we can talk our way out of this. But the charges against him are obviously false, so if we can get him out safely, they'll be very limited in what they can do to retaliate. Yeah, and the provincial army isn't going to want to do anything that'll hurt their image either. If we can manage to get out of Bereahard, we're more or less home free. So, no smoke grenades then? No fee, no smoke grenades. Smoke grenades? You don't carry those around with you, do you? What fair maiden doesn't? I don't even know where to begin listing what's wrong with that statement. Hey, Master! What are the monsters in the underground waterway like these days? Been 3 monsters or so since you last went... bleh. Fee is a unique organism. It's true, she is. Been 3 months or so since you last went down there, huh? Guessing the place is probably crawling with them by now. Though I'm not going down to check. And it seems pretty obvious that the provincial army's got no interest in taking care of them. How can they even sleep at night knowing this beautiful city's got nasty monsters crawling all underneath it? I'd go take care of them myself if someone put in a request. Haha! Well, if I hear anything of the sort, I'll send a message over to Legram and let you know. Sure, it'd make you some good scratch. Cheers to that, Master. Alright, I'd better get going. Looking forward to dropping by for one of your expresses sometime. Sure, I'll see you on the way back if you can make it. Huh? Don't see many people dressed like that around here. There's some fancy red uniforms. You guys students or something? Again, only one of us is wearing red and none of us are in a uniform. Oh, yes sir, we are. We're from Thor's Military Academy in Trista. We were sent here for a field study as part of our curriculum. Thor's, huh? Pretty fancy place, ain't it? I've got no idea what they've got you doing for your field study, but good luck. Brayhard's a pretty nice city, but it's not without its fair share of problems. Excuse me. Do you know that blonde-haired man who just left? Oh, Tovol? Sure, he's a bracer. He was also in that book that you were reading, like, an hour ago. A bracer? Huh. I haven't seen a bracer in a long time. Probably because there just aren't that many around anymore. Yeah, there used to be a guild branch here in Brayhard. No, that was Toby. Never mind. But it's been closed for a couple years now. Tovol just comes by train from the Legram branch every so often. Really? By the way, I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but I thought I overheard you saying something about monsters in an underground waterway? Oh, that. Yeah, there's a huge network of waterways beneath the city. Been there for a long time now. And it's chock full of monsters. When the guild still had a branch here, the bracers would clear them out. But nowadays, nobody gets near it, and the waterway is just sort of stagnating underneath the provincial army's control. Guess what, guys? We got a Trails game going through the sewers. Mark that off your bingo card. Because they're too proud to trouble themselves with fighting monsters, of course. How much ground does the waterway cover? Supposedly all the way from the east city side of the city to the west. So from the station to somewhere under the Noble District, I guess? Heard a rumor a while back that even goes under the Duke's mansion. But that's probably just one of those urban legends. Trails through the Sewer, new arc? I think that's just the entire game, or the entire franchise. That's the true name of the series, Legend of Heroes, Trails Through the Sewers. Sometimes your Trails Through the Sewer will have you starting from 0, going to Azure, or maybe you'll go through the sky, or over the trails of cold steel. But you're always going through the sewers. But that's probably just one of those urban legends. Xur and Azure are fancy with them fancy sewers. True. Geofront was, you know, a sewer, and also a parking lot, and also a few other things that I don't remember entirely. That was a well-timed clue. Yeah, an underground waterway built in the Middle Ages that extends all the way to the Noble District. It's almost too perfect. Seems likely it's connected to the Provincial Army's guardhouse where Machias is being held too. That guardhouse itself was probably built during the Middle Ages too, so that would stand to reason. If we use the waterway, we may be able to rescue him without being discovered. Alright, let's give it a shot. There must be an entrance accessible to the town, if the bracers were able to get inside to exterminate the monsters. That's a good point. We should search the whole route between the Noble District and the Station Street. Roger that. Fortunately, I remember where we go here. And if there's a hidden quest or a book or something that I'm missing here, I'm gonna cry. But yeah, I'm just gonna cry. Dummies just need to look at the mini-map to see the doorways. True. That's so true. As well as the red dot that tells you exactly where you're supposed to go. Could this be the entrance to the underground waterway? It's okay, we get to the important hidden quest of the game. We got the important hidden quest of the game done anyway. That is true. We did get to accidentally propose to Lind by giving her a Grand Rose. If only we could have proposed to Vivi instead. I can feel a breeze coming from inside. Wrong quest? No, I'm pretty sure that's the most important hidden quest of this game. Anton, who that? Seems like it's pretty spacious. This must be the place then. Now we just need a way to unlock it. Or... Reen, you've got a sword. What if we just broke the lock? Damn it. Probably not a good idea to draw my sword in the middle of a city. May I have a try? A hairpin? You're going to pick it? I have no idea if it'll actually work, but it's worth a shot, right? Yeah, this isn't really the middle of the city. You're exactly. You guys are hidden from literally everyone. A patio. Wow. That was really impressive. I remembered reading how to do it in a mystery novel once. Also, I learned everything that I know from fiction instead of actually fucking anything. Boy, check out Hermione over here. Yeah, exactly. So I'm glad it actually worked out. Oh? Nice job, Emma. Also, which mystery novel is teaching you how to pick locks? We should be able to get inside now. Let's get all our things in order, then head on in and pray no one sees us. Okay. Sounds good to me. Should I... Well, obviously I'm not cutting it here, but should I use this, or should I just walk all the way back and rest at the inn where I can recover my CP as well? This waterway is actually quite pretty. I was expecting the Verdant City to be beautiful, but it never dawned on me that the same might be true of its underground. There are tricky monsters here too, though. We need to head west, to the part of this waterway that connects with the Provincial's Army's guardhouse. Once we're there, we can find a way to... Once we're there, we can try to find a way inside so we can rescue Machias. Right. Understood. Let's just use this orbment station.
Here they come! Be careful!
Go! Now's our chance!
Broken. Okay.
I do not need to use detector on them. Bad smell, oh no.
Okay.
I almost wanted to use detector anyways, apparently.
blades. Go! Now!
Yeah, Black Rose, dance along to the music. Ow. Ow.
Careless. Are you all right?
Jesus.
Yeah. We should retreat.
I am running.
Are you all right? It's my turn. We should retreat. Oh
Fuck.
no. Let me hurt. Okay. We should retreat. Oh
Still can't flee? Fuck.
My turn. Retreat. Let's keep moving.
Sure hope there are no difficult fights upcoming. I hope so too. Sure would suck if he were to die immediately in every fight this entire game. Got a battle scope.
no. Yeah. I'll handle it. Here they come. Be careful.
Here we go. There.
Not under-leveled, am I? I don't think
Okay.
so. At least if I am not, like, insanely under-leveled. It definitely doesn't help. I really should probably
my turn.
equip some better gear. Well, accessories.
Gleaming blades.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
The strat of hitting an enemy 5 times and then still walking into them face first is working wonders. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad someone appreciates my strategy around here. Even if that someone isn't exactly me.
Flames, gavel on my blade.
My turn.
I need to, like, remember to actually do things properly instead of just...
Your turn. My turn.
It's better than you over here getting surprise attack like 4 or 5 fights. That's fair. Got Fee! Fee, why are you missing? Same goes to you, Emma. Why are you
It's
missing?
not over yet. Huh. Not bad. Are you all right?
Thanks.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, please.
Here. I'll handle it.
What the actual fuck?
Now. Your turn. It's my turn. Here.
So you can hit, apparently.
Won't give up. Okay, it's safe for now.
I'm sorry, you're giving me Zerum powders this early? Even if it's just one, that's still a Zerum powder that recovers a character from death completely. And gives them 100 CP. That is going firmly in the probably never getting used until like the final dungeon bag.
Just the kind of thing you'd expect in an old ruin like this.
Do you think it's powered by the water flowing through here?
No, that's not. Wasn't an RNG drop, Black Rose. That was in a treasure chest. That was programmed to drop there. Need a poll for how fast the Zerum will be used. How do I set up polls? Can I set up a poll through OBS? Because I got money on this stream. Oh right, I don't have streamer points, so never mind. IDK, it was a joke. You know what? You know what? If I was able to set up a poll, I would have. Curio bombs, smoke grenades.
Advantage is ours.
There we go, Frost. Are you happy?
Okay.
Oh wow, I say you're a little under level, but you got this, X-Note. I'll be fine. Maybe. Never? And what the heck did I do that for then, huh?
Now's your chance.
I'll help.
You're finished.
It's my turn.
Here. I'll handle it.
Here we go.
Okay. Here.
I'll handle it.
Maybe
Here
you
we
felt
go.
like surviving would be a good way to level. Maybe.
Your turn. My turn.
Do you hear the soothing anger in my lack of a voice right now? As he has 2 fucking health left.
Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe.
The meme never dies. It's true that it's true. It doesn't, will it? Never will. I swear you're cursed with that. Same. I agree. I am.
I certainly didn't expect to encounter the three of you down here.
You, sis.
Is that...
What's the pretty boy doing down
Useless.
here?
I'm so glad you're safe.
Of course I am. Though I can't say I was expecting to be placed under house arrest the moment I returned to the mansion.
So that's what happened.
You know what's going on?
Unfortunately, arresting the Imperial Governor's son under a false charge in order to keep the reformist faction under control.
Yeah,
I find
checks
it
out.
hard to believe my father would attempt something so brazen. He didn't have any intention of talking to me. Not the slightest inclination. This was all planned from the start.
Sure was. But hey, we finally get a 4th party member again.
Eustace.
Enough about me. Thanks to my brother, I'm familiar with the general layout of this waterway.
Good.
I'll lead us to the guardhouse. Let's get moving.
You're actually...
You were planning on saving him even if you had to do it alone, weren't you?
Nothing like last month's field study.
Don't get the wrong idea. I just can't condone my father's actions.
Sure, let's go with that, Eustace. You definitely don't love your boyfriend.
Besides, he's no doubt huddled up, crying and lonely in the corner of his cell right now.
Probably.
It's worth rescuing him just to see that.
All right, let's get moving.
Eustace rejoined the party. Ooh, Eustace can now use Crystal Saber. Good, good.
The entrance to the guardhouse is to
It's
the
my
west.
turn.
We should
Okay.
hurry. Very well.
I'm uploading so many VOD highlights of my Final Fantasy POV. Nice. I believe in you, AOD. You got this. 14 specifically. I figured that part out, but, you know, thank you for clarifying.
Advantage is ours. Let's finish him.
Kyle just killed me for the
Okay.
4th time in a row. 5th time's the charm. Kyle? Oh, right, you're playing Sky 1. Never mind. I know what you're doing now.
Got it. Let's get this over with.
Leave it to me.
I'll handle this.
Go.
Wow. I'm surprised that wasn't enough to kill him.
Yeah. Yeah. We should be safe now.
I guess he was resistant to physical. That would explain it, yeah. You saw a 0 in that? Okay.
Oh, a treasure chest.
Indeed. Found Lacrest. I have the entire POV of Evan Walker and Dawn Trail, not the patches in particular. Yeah. That's gonna take a while, but you gotta do it, AOD. I forget where, but there is a funny voice line, I believe in this dungeon. Hey, Tira. I should probably, like, update my quartz. That might not be the worst of plans. They also contribute to most of my storage limit. Lol. Up a ladder to a red chest. Thank you, Froth. You know exactly which line I'm talking about. I mean, never mind the fact that you reminded me of it earlier. You knew exactly which line I was talking about. Yeah, we'll take heal. HP gradually recovers while in the field. Good. Let's see. I cannot, in fact, just fast travel back to the thing now. I can't go that way, though. I think this is the ladder, too.
Why is this ladder so long?
Is it harder to climb ladders when you've got a big chest?
Exactly.
Fee,
Thank you, Fee.
Enemy sighted! Take him out!
Okay. Here.
That was a critical
It's my
hit right
turn.
there. It's true, AOD. It is very, very true. They are also weak to fire. Good. The one-liners will not stop either in Cold Steel 2, 3, or 4. Good. I was hoping they wouldn't.
Go! Arcus, activate.
From behind.
Now.
Very well. Arcus, activate.
Oh no! I didn't realize what kind of monsters these were.
Flames, cavalry.
Please
was
don't.
careless. It's my turn. Arcus, activate. Now.
Got. Please,
turn.
for the love of all that is holy.
Yeah.
Well, just use a reviving bomb. And then bad smell is gonna knock
Are
him
you
out
alright?
again. Oh, I guess it
Suppose
didn't
I
knock
should
him out
thank
that
you.
time.
Very well. Be gone!
It's my turn. Arcus, activate.
My turn.
Yeah. The battle's over, but stay alert, everyone.
Yeah, levels up. Multiples. You haven't played Daybreak yet. Waiting for the third part to come out before I play that, and I can just play through it. Is Kai officially a third Daybreak game? I thought it was a separate arc.
Great!
Making progress.
I don't actually know, so
A matter of course.
invigorate. It's separate-ish. Or it's separate-ish. Got it. Kind of like Sky the Third or Redacted. I'm pretty sure I know which one you're talking about there, but I appreciate the Redacted anyways. Restore CP by attacking enemies on the field. Yeah, it gave me Sky 3 feels too. Okay, there we go. I'm like, come on.
Okay. Here. Here. We have the advantage.
How did that only count as double advantage, I want to know. Why not the full triple?
Here we go.
My turn.
What about Sky 4? Good question. You know, a lot of people like to say that Sky the Third is a good game, but if Sky the Third is so good, why isn't there a Sky the Third 2?
Arcus, activate.
Think
my turn.
about it.
Arcus, activate.
I'll handle this.
There is a Sky 4? They just gave it a dumb name.
Arcus,
Like what?
activate.
Trails from Zero?
Yeah.
But Zero or some other dumb crap. I had the same joke. I'll have you know.
Now. Let's keep going.
Done.
So if it's Zero, does that mean it's the prequel, or what's going on with that?
Here. Here. Here.
See an item. I didn't even read what it was. I was too busy trying to look over at chat. That's not how a linear timeline works. Fair. I mean, it could be linear and just told in the wrong order.
Here they come. Be careful, everyone.
This
I'll
is not
handle it.
ease. Fair. That is another series that I need to play
Arcus,
at
activate.
some point in my life. I've played a little bit of Ease 9. Not on stream or anything, but I've played it. And it's a fun game. However, that's all I played.
Yeah.
Oh, and maybe a little bit of Ease 8. I think I own Ease 8 physical. I forget if I own it physical or digital, but I
Hostiles
own
neutralized.
it.
Guess we're safe.
But I haven't played very much, if any. Wait, why did I go backwards? I know. Chat's asking the same question, but that's beside the point. There, now nobody can get
Another
confused here.
lattice door.
There should be a mechanism to open it somewhere nearby. You're in my way.
Okay. Here we go.
My turn.
You've almost beaten Ease 1, trying to find the silver sword. Thank you, Ali, for... I gave you your own command. Kyle is beaten. Good job, Frost. Do you like your special command, Ali?
Okay. We should. Here.
You love it? Good. A whole 9 XP for that fight. Nice. 9 experience.
Oh, that's a beautiful looking treasure chest.
There we go. Silver Thorn? Who needs mines 2 when you can equip Silver Thorn? I mean, I suppose even in like the Sky and Crossbow games, you could have Zero Thorn this early. But like, it was unlikely. They didn't just give it to you. You had to like go out of your way to find the right way to make it. In this game, they're just like, hey kids, you want a Silver Thorn?
Arcus, activate.
Go!
Here you go.
Huh.
Ha, joke's on you.
Yeah.
Did they really just use Bad Smell on the one enemy, or on the one character who isn't immune to freaking... who isn't immune to Confuse? No, that's not even Confuse, that's Faint. Never mind, I'm just a bad Trails of Cold Steel player.
Go!
Broken. That one all right.
Prevents faint. There we go. And yes, that was the best Silver Thorn ever on one enemy. Thank you for noticing.
Here.
Hostile spotted. Beginning.
It's my turn. Gleaming blades. Now.
There!
I'll handle it. Here.
Critical hits!
Oh, no, you don't!
Wow, despite a guaranteed critical, I still missed. There we go, that's better.
Very well.
Okay. Too slow.
Are you all right?
I suppose I should thank you.
My turn!
You should thank her.
Now's a
Use
chance!
this.
Broken.
You're finished!
It's my turn. Yeah.
My turn. Go!
I'll help.
My turn.
I'll help. 300 damage. Are you really helping?
My turn!
Actually, in hindsight, you did better than
Your turn.
the others, so
Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're
maybe
safe.
you did help. Sorry.
that's a beautiful looking treasure chest.
Cast 1.
I'm exhausted.
It's gotta be the chest.
Fee, that's enough.
Honestly.
It's gotta be the chest. Is there not an ornament charging station here? Which either means we can keep going, or they're just not gonna give us one. A door? It looks to be made of iron, but there's no keyhole. Guess it can only be opened from the other side. Could this be the path that leads to the guardhouse? It is, indeed. This path connects to the waterways with the building's lower levels. I had no idea the door between the two areas could only be opened from the inside, however. Here we go. How are we supposed to get through? I can't pick the lock if there's no keyhole. You mean you can't cast a spell on a lock if there's no lock to cast a spell on? You've exported one of your favorite FF14 memories to teaming the Omega Savage final raid. Ooh, good job. Which means it's now preserved on YouTube and won't be deleted in a couple of months from Twitch. It looks far too sturdy for my sword to have much of an effect either.
This can be overcome.
Suddenly voice acting.
Fee?
What do you mean?
Stand back.
What are you doing?
I know this smell.
She's clearly planting explosives.
Explain yourself, please.
Ignition.
What?
Nothing happened. I guess we can't go in. Guess we'll have to go back. Machias is fucked. Bye, Machias. Or not.
Done.
Done?
Yeah, done.
Fee, did you?
Was that a bomb?
Portable high-powered explosive.
Time limit is actually next month. Well, then it's a good thing you're doing this now instead of waiting. The 16th, you think? Maybe.
Plasticity makes it handy for this kind of espionage work.
Espionage. I mean, I guess.
Explosive?
Where could you possibly have gotten such a thing?
I mean, do they not have them at school? I'm pretty sure she's been getting them from school.
Fee, I think at this point we have a right to know. What exactly is your background?
Blurry JPEG, I think.
Reen?
The day of the entrance ceremony, I saw you dodging that trap floor the rest of us fell into. You're 2 years younger than us, yet you're physically no weaker at all.
In fact, she's probably stronger than most of
In
us.
fact, I'd say when it comes to combat situations, you seem almost like you're holding back.
Impossible.
Guess you got me. Before I came to the academy, I was a Jaeger.
Jaegers!
That's where I learned how to handle explosives and use my gun swords. That's all.
A Jaeger? I wasn't expecting that.
World's youngest Jaegers.
I've heard that term before.
Actually, no. She's older than Shirley was, if I recall.
The best of the best mercenary outfits are known as Jaeger Corps.
I listened to this whole conversation like 2 hours ago. And now you get to hear it again. In reverse order. Wait, what do you mean in reverse order? Was somebody like playing Zero or Azure and meeting Shirley and talking about how young Fees was? Oh, I was going backwards in the sound files. Yeah. Yeah, that too. That too.
Jaeger Corps are almost synonymous with the Grim Reaper. Do you think I'd be going to school with a Jaeger?
Me? A Reaper?
Should we give her the Death Scythe materia? Sorry, quartz? That was not me making a bit there. I actually accidentally just called them materia. This conversation where she's talking about explosives and being a Jaeger is how I knew I was in the right area. You know, that's fair.
No, that's not... I spoke out of turn. I mustn't let prejudices get the better of me.
Good on you, Eustace.
That's right. Knowing her past doesn't change who she is now.
Thanks for telling us, Fee. And I'm sorry for prying.
Not bothered.
Good. We will pry again.
But we should hurry if we want to save Machias.
Yeah, you're right.
Probably for the best.
All right, let's press onward.
Onward and upward. Okay, this should be where... There it is. Let's rest first. Then we'll try to crack open some slots. Nope. Next, we'll attempt to slot in some things. You have to be red. I don't know if I want to give you attack 1, so we'll remove that and put that there instead. Spark Arrow versus Airstrike. This one adds some stats and has a chance to seal. Sure, we'll take Spark Arrow. I guess we should also probably have Magic Girl have like some strong healing abilities. We'll go ahead and give you that. And then for variety, we will give you Airstrike. Excuse me. Halves delay after using Earth Arts. Wait, we have a bell already? When the heck did we get this? I don't remember this at all. Do I have any other Earth Arts on anybody? Not on any of my current characters, but I will go ahead and give her La Crest. And sure, she's a Reaper, right? So we'll give her Demonic Scythe. Give you some extra art strength. And last but not least, Any better statuses? We'll cut that from you and give you Seiryu. So now your big AoE attack can hit multiple enemies and has a chance to freeze or whatever the other one was. Mute. Freeze or mute, right? Yes.
This looks like the place.
Looks like an underground prison, all right.
Indeed, he must be here somewhere.
Am I hearing things?
Yep, you're just hearing things.
Machias!
And still in one piece by the sound of it.
Good.
What are you all doing here? There's no way the Provincial Army would just let me go.
We're here to break you out, Machias.
You didn't sneak in, did you?
What? No.
We came in through the underground waterway.
Yes.
I'll
yes,
open
we
the
did.
cell.
How are you going to... What the...
You didn't even tell him to stand back, Fee.
We'll explain when we have more time.
Yeah, right now we need to get away from here before we're caught.
As long as we can make it back to the city, we should be able to bluff our way out of any further trouble.
Right.
That is,
Thanks.
if we can get back to the
I
city.
resigned myself to being stuck in there for a while. I must admit, though, I'm surprised you, of all people, would come to my aid.
I only came to get a glimpse at your tear-stained face.
Right.
Plus, I thought this might be a good opportunity to pay back my father.
I see.
What? Voices?
Yeah. That's what people have. Oh, shit. We weren't supposed to be detected. Let's get out of here.
It's... Oh, Lord Eustace?
As much as I would love to praise you for a job well done,
Cheese it.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to take a short rest.
But Eustace, if they take a short rest, they're going to recover some of their health. And if there's any warlocks, they'll be able to recover their spell slots.
What?
Let's clean house.
Roger that.
Right!
Enemy sighted! Take him out!
My turn.
My turn.
There!
Yeah!
Oh. That's not what was supposed to happen.
My turn.
Well,
Go! Emma!
Right!
steady luck, this'll kill. No, it did not
Okay.
kill. It did not, in fact, kill.
Yeah!
Excuse me.
I'll handle it.
My turn.
Thank you for being frozen. I do greatly appreciate that.
My turn.
Yeah.
Why did I think that would actually finish him off?
I'll handle this. Be gone!
My turn. There.
Okay.
Not a bad move, but not really necessary either.
Okay.
Yeah. Arcus, activate.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Very well.
Hell yeah.
Go!
Confusion!
Okay.
My turn. Now's our chance.
That one all right.
Yep,
See? We make a great team.
we sure do. I think. Grr. They're strong. Beaten by students. Mission accomplished. Are you sure you're alright with this? They'll be unconscious for a while, but their lives are in no danger. Our priority right now is getting out of here as fast as we can. They shouldn't be able to catch up with us if we leave right now. Understood. Let's go. Machias rejoined the party.
If I hadn't been so careless, this would never have
My
happened.
turn.
There wasn't much he could have done.
I'm just glad you're all right.
Wonderful. We need to hurry away from here. No one should be able to catch up if we go on. Understood. Well, you tried your hardest. No shames. No shame in reloading. What do you mean, Frost? Was there an AP opportunity in that fight that I missed out on? I'm not necessarily going for all the AP, but just the way that you're saying that, I feel like I should be suspicious. Tossing it out there early. Oh, you're just like saying it, or you're saying it ahead of time for when I die to the next fight, which may or may not happen soon. What happened here? It's no good. They're out cold. Someone must have stuck in through the underground waterway. Curses. It has to be those damn students. Someone has to be negative and bring down the mood. No. Someone needs to show them their place. Release the beasts. Those pesky sneaks can serve as a test subjects for them. Everyone that gets famous needs a hater that's been there from the start. You know, that's fair. What was that? It came from the direction of the cells. Might have been some kind of trained beast. Gah! You've got to be joking! If you have the energy to shout, you have the energy to run! Imagine if this was the game's running tutorial. Oh hey, I missed a treasure chest.
That's the wrong way.
We need to head east. Hurry!
That an EP charge 2. Thank you, Mr. Monster-san. Also, that was dialogue I hadn't heard.
There are 2 of them, and they're big.
And fast.
Hurry!
Right!
This is the worst day ever.
You know, Reen, that's one of my favorite things to say. There are 2 of them, and they're big. Kazakh Dovin. I think was how you pronounce that.
We're surrounded.
They're very well trained.
Cats? No, dogs. They're like dogs.
Your family's army employs monsters like this?
Ravash?
No one ever told me.
They aren't going to let us past, are they?
We could try asking nicely, Emma.
They're pretty smart for beasts.
So we'll just have to take him down.
Indeed. Bad dogs require stern discipline.
Agreed, Eustace.
Time to wrap up this month's field study.
Yep.
Class 7, Group A. Commence attack on the targets.
What's with the fox's frost? I don't get it.
All right.
I guess that's just your only
Don't
dog
let it
emote
intimidate you.
or something. I don't know.
This might actually be a challenge. Good.
Those are specifically cats? Okay. Machias and Eustace can now link with one another.
Here we go.
Oh, and they're already linked. Good. Emma said the word cats. True. Kazadovin R. Kazadovin B. Military monster trained by the provincial army coordinates with allies to be sure their prey can't escape. Military monster used by the provincial army rouses allies with a howl, working with them to deal great damage.
Oh no, you don't.
Are you all right?
Thanks.
Yeah.
Right. How about this?
Very well. Be gone!
Go. There. Now's our chance.
I'll help. Yeah.
Confusion! Ow.
Go! Ha! Oh, that's good.
Very well. Now!
Gotcha! It's my turn. How about this?
It's my turn. Gleaming blades. Go!
Here we go.
And 1 out of 2 ain't
My
bad.
turn.
My turn. Be gone! Ha!
Yeah!
Ow.
Now!
My turn. All right, let's do this.
Very well. Very well.
I can do this.
I can do this. Now I know it. I'll get
Arcus
heaven to
activate.
join my plan.
Now!
Critical healing.
Here we go.
Very well.
Oh, no, you don't.
Let me help!
Thanks.
Yeah!
I'm doing better than you thought. Thank you.
Hear me.
Heal isn't
Appreciate it.
out of the question here.
Go. Right. How about this? Here we go.
Okay, now I actually have to get re-involved here.
My turn. Now, finish this together.
Shut up.
Understood.
If this actually finishes one of the dogs off, I'll be impressed.
Yeah.
Sadly, it did not, but that would have been great.
Gleaming blades. Go.
Here we go.
Just keep delaying their turns.
Leave it to me. How about this?
Here we go.
No.
Go.
I'll help.
That's how you eventually beat
My
this
turn.
fight, by delay cheating. I remember the first time that I ever attempted this fight, I had some difficulties with it. So I know that I said that this was my first Trails game, and it was. However, it wasn't until my third attempt at playing the game that I actually managed to beat it. Just other things kept coming out and coming out and coming out. I've played this game on Vita and PS4 before playing it on PC, and my Vita playthrough got to this chapter. I think my PS4 playthrough managed to somehow beat this chapter, and then I still never ended up playing it again afterwards. And then I played it on PC, got to about this chapter, took a small break from it, and then when I came back, I ended up finishing the rest of the game.
Be gone.
It's my turn.
How?
Here we go.
Now.
I had to do multiple attempts to beat TS1 your first time. Yeah. Makes sense.
Right.
Especially because at the time I wasn't aware of just how slow going the story was going to be. I was like, why the heck is nothing really happening? Like, yeah, sure, Berehard has its own story and whatnot, but like, so? Reminds me of Marvel intro movie. All of them are super boring. Fair. But I have a lot of setup that's needed later. That's also fair.
How about this?
My turn. Arcus, activate.
Go. Arcus, activate.
Sorry.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's my turn.
Yeah.
You're in the shore. Crystal Saber.
Okay. Analyzing
Why
the
did I
enemy's
not
vitals.
use Detector to increase?
All
I'm
complete.
smart, I promise.
Here we go.
No, I'm not. Nope,
It's
that
my
didn't
turn.
work. It worked anyways, but it didn't work.
How about this? Now! There!
Oh no, you don't! Go! Now's a chance!
I'll help. Yeah.
I'll handle this. I leave this to you.
Will do. Arcus, activate. Yeah. Huh.
Think we got this.
Here we go!
8k HP.
It's my turn.
Go! There!
I'll handle it. Here.
It's my turn. Arcus, activate. Now.
Leave it to me.
Too slow!
Thank you for missing me.
Here we go! Arcus, activate.
I'll handle it. Here we go.
Huh.
You deal 413. Yes, Black Rose, we are in a boss fight. Where have you been? 315.
Yeah.
Go! There! Go! Emma!
I'll
At
handle
work,
it.
why?
Right. Eat that.
Now.
I'll handle it. Target locked.
My turn!
This game looks so cool. Honestly, this game is pretty cool. I really like the combat in this game, and the amount of lore in this entire series goes super deep.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Right. How about this? Go!
Broken.
Great storytelling in all areas.
I'll
It's true.
handle
It is. I think she has enough move to reach Reen.
Oh, that's good.
There we go.
Here we go.
Fight over. You know what, Frost?
Silphy dance.
Screw you for thinking I couldn't do it. Screw you for being a hater.
Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe.
Excuse me. Look at all that experience. And you guys said I was under-leveled. Which might still be true. But you guys thought I was under-leveled.
I did it!
Making progress.
I did it!
That should suffice.
Success.
You kind of are, but whatever. Shush. You are. The fights are just over easy. I don't know. I think they're more scrambled.
We did it.
That was tough.
That is probably the hardest fight that we've had so far this game, though. You're not wrong there,
I
Fee.
thought we were done for.
I have no intention of letting filthy beasts get the better of me. Trained or otherwise.
Honestly now, this is no laughing matter, you know.
It was the tankiest fight you had, but not the hardest. Fair, fair. Soon it will be the ice boss. Ugh.
Look who's talking. You're grinning like an idiot.
That plant messed me up earlier. True, true. I had to reset that fight.
Not as much as you are.
There they go.
I don't think we could have wrapped this month's field study up more perfectly if we'd tried.
We were all able to form combat links with one another too.
Yay! A nightmare, this thing pretty much two-shot me. Dang. I'm surprised they didn't one-shot you.
Damn.
Damn it, we went off sides again.
We're not through the woods just yet, it would seem.
It's like the end of the road.
You've pushed your luck one step too far this time! Are you that desperate to be thrown in a cell with Ragnitz?
Okay, Frost. I get what you mean with the whole Rufus thing.
If you want to arrest us, go right ahead.
Lord Eustace! What are you doing here? I thought you'd been locked in the mansion!
I chose to return to my studies.
Good one, Eustace.
Well, what's it to be? Accusing my classmates of this crime will implicate me as well.
We couldn't possibly point our rifles at Lord Eustace.
Not with that attitude.
Silence! Not even Lord Eustace has the right to trespass in a military facility, much less to release a suspect in our custody, directly opposing the orders of His Grace the Duke.
Enough! We may not be the best of friends.
This VA put his whole fucking soul into this role, and I love him. That's fair. He did.
But I am Eustace Albarea.
For being a somewhat generic provincial army officer, or not even an officer, a commander, he did a really good job with this voice.
I will not simply stand by and watch as one of my classmates is arrested under false charges and used in a tool in some political war.
Lord Eustace. Eustace?
We have our orders, and nothing you say will change that. Disarm them, men, Lord Eustace included.
That will not be necessary.
What?
Impossible.
I know that voice.
Lord Rufus?
He didn't roll the R on Rufus?
Lord Rufus?
There it is. Okay. Never mind. Never mind.
We'd heard you were in the capital.
You heard wrong, bitch.
How? Why are you...
I received a message from the Academy at noon today, and I returned by airship as quickly as I could.
I think you returned a little bit faster than an airship.
With your instructor.
What?
Looks like you've all done a fine job.
Instructor Sarah?
They must have re-recorded that one line and he forgot. Maybe. No, I think it was a different soldier that didn't roll the R, but then the officer still did.
What are you doing here?
I've been filled in on the circumstances, more or less. I'll take care of matters here. You all return to your posts at once.
Though it sounded like a similar voice. I can understand why you might get confused there. I got confused at first too, but I think that's what happened.
But, Lord Rufus, with all due respect...
I've already informed my father. Or do you intend to embarrass me beyond your other transgressions?
You try this game? You know, Allie, there is a remake of the first game coming out later this year. I don't know if it's been officially announced, but the current, I guess, leaked date is September 25th. I might get you that.
No, of course not. Second company, withdraw! Sir!
Please, excuse us.
Lord Rufus. That was a terrible roll. Let's try that again.
Oh my. Well, you can tell they're well trained, if nothing else.
If you're a fan of long political dramas vaguely disguised as games, as I heard someone put it so elegantly, that's around your B-Day? That is true, isn't it? That'd be a nice birthday present, wouldn't it?
The Provincial Army takes its training very seriously, of course. Though I resent the mere notion that it could be misused so grievously.
I'm sure you do.
So, what brings you here, instructor? Seriously, why are you here?
Your timing is a little too convenient.
Actually, it's super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Did you come after receiving word from the Provincial Army?
Nope. I actually heard about what was happening a little earlier from a friend of mine. As soon as the news reached my ears, I shot to my feet and got right in contact with the director here.
Wait, Sarah, you have friends?
And he was kind enough to give me a ride on his airship back from the capital.
How on earth would any of us have known that you have friends, Sarah?
I don't know what to say.
Honestly, you seem to be prepared for virtually everything.
You know, it is a little crazy that, basically a part of our field study was, okay, Machias is gonna get arrested, and the rest of the class is gonna go set him free.
Wait a second.
Director?
Oh, you don't know yet, do you?
I also serve as a permanent member of the Academy's Board of Directors. Perhaps we'll have the opportunity to meet again in that capacity.
The board of directors?
Why is this the first I'm hearing of this?
Because your brother has his secrets, Eustace.
I decided to keep it a secret so I could see the look on your face when you found out. I'm not the only member of the board, though, of course. I'm simply one of 3 permanent members.
Gawk.
That explains why you knew so much about Class 7.
Way too well prepared.
Still, I had no idea my father would attempt something so foolish while I was away.
Rufus has no secrets. Yeah, that was the only one, I'm sure.
He's always been an obstinate man, but he's simply gone too far this time. As a member of the Academy's board, I cannot remotely condone the unlawful arrest of a student.
Rufus?
Thank you for your concern.
and thus ended the second field study. As the hour was late, they returned to the hotel in Berehard for a good night's sleep, then exhausted from the day's events. The next morning, Reen and the other members of Group A bade farewell to the city and set off with Sarah. Dun, 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 dun. Ba-ding. You love all the music? Same! Honestly, I don't know if I'd rank every single song in this game as S tier, but I don't think there's a song that I actively don't like listening to, you know? Bye, car. Rufus. Old man, come join me on the road for some tea. What is this? What are you doing to my son? Seceding you, father.
So that's Class 7, eh?
If anyone understands
A
that
little rough
reference.
around the edges, but they managed to get through in one piece.
Not offhand, AOD, but maybe I will someday.
I think I see now why you're so fixated on them, Sarah.
Oh man, blonde-haired man knows Sarah.
And Rufus Alborea. I've heard people say he's the sharpest noble of the bunch, but still.
He's the sharpest of the bunch. You know him well. He's finally back to kick some Wait, that's the wrong game.
What business could he possibly have over by the canyon so early in the morning? Is that what you were about to ask?
I also love DK64. I hate it, but I love it.
Who are you?
You don't know Baron Blue Blanc?
Pay me no mind. I'm but a low-ranking noble.
Oh, banana.
I've been watching over those young students to see what they're capable of, much like yourself.
Really now? You'll forgive me for asking, but you look awfully like someone a couple of acquaintances mentioned to me a long time ago.
Frost, remind me. I haven't actually met this character. Like, I know who he is, but I haven't actually met him before this game, right? With any of the other characters?
You wouldn't happen to have some fancy-sounding stage name or anything, would you?
Who, Blue Blanc? Never.
Ha! You'll just have to find that out on your own. Your acquaintances wouldn't be a certain innocent young couple from a foreign land, though, would they?
You may have skipped an important written media. Maybe. But, like, why would he know the Brights, though? Unless I'm thinking of somebody, unless he's talking about somebody else.
You'll just have to find that out on your own.
Indeed. Well, if you'll please excuse me, it's almost time for the airship to depart, and I really must be getting back to Heimdall. May we meet again, young Bracer. Do give my regards to the Purple Lightning, if you would.
Ooh. It's in the manga. Okay. AKA Sky 5.
As if the situation weren't messy enough. It seems we've got another source of trouble on our hands now. I'd better let the others know, just in case.
I feel you, Fee. She must have also woken up early to watch the Nintendo Direct this morning. So did Machias, apparently.
And you call yourselves teenagers.
Since it happened prior to this, I can screenshot the summary and DM it to you on Discord. That'd be nice. So you can read it without spoilers, sure. Or actually, if you know of a place where I can read the manga online, that would also be a great thing as well.
Unlike me, you actually get to go to sleep every night. You should be full of energy by this point in the day.
You'll look into it? Okay. Also, what do you mean, unlike you? Sure, you don't necessarily get as many hours of sleep as these kids, but also, you drink so much that you pass out, like, 10:30 probably, if I had to guess, Sarah.
Give me a break.
Considering all that's happened this weekend, I think we can be forgiven for being a little tired.
No.
Well, that's certainly true enough. Group B had their fair share of problems to deal with as well, but they weren't quite as serious as yours. Although they were of a similar nature.
Did someone over there also get arrested? Under false charges for the sake of a political war?
What do you mean exactly?
Did they also wind up getting involved in a conflict between the two factions?
More or less. St. Ark is another territory belonging to one of the four great houses, after all.
Is it now?
So they got themselves caught up in a bit of trouble. The four of them managed to get through it together in the end, though.
Friendship.
Well, that's good.
That's a relief, yeah.
Judy! Hi, welcome in! How are you today, Judy?
But, Sarah, just what kind of mirror did they pour into buffing up Aurochs Fort anyway? What we saw was nuts.
Gonna do some lurking, playing some Atelier right now? Are you gonna be continuing that on stream, or are you just, gonna just play that one off stream from now? Just ate and chilled? Sweet, sweet, nice, nice.
So I've heard. And the Provincial Army isn't the only force trying to improve its armaments. The Imperial Army is doing the same.
Well, of course.
With the Blood and Iron Chancellor and his 20 armored divisions squarely at the center.
Blood and Iron Chancellor? Don't pay attention to that, Judy. It's nobody important.
Really?
Yeah, I'm doing it mainly on stream for the story, and we'll grind and do some optional stuff off stream. Can I read Japanese? No! I don't know why I said that as though I'm offended that you might have thought that. No, I cannot read Japanese. I do have a couple of friends who can read some Japanese. But I don't know anybody, to my knowledge, that's fluent.
How should the military academy... Well, how should we act in a situation like this? Thor's graduates join both the Provincial and Imperial armies, right?
True.
That's nothing you need to be worrying about. Not right now, at least. You're at the academy to learn. That's all you should be focusing on. While you're there, it's true that you may be forced to acknowledge some of the more unpleasant realities of Erebonia.
What unpleasant realities? Erebonia is a perfect country.
But I believe there's something special to be gained from that. Something you can only gain now, at this moment in time.
Think you found it in English anyways, because you're that good? Oh, phew. Now the question is it an official translation, or is it a fan translation?
So long as you're together with your friends and classmates, people for whom there is no substitute. Maybe when you graduate and go out into the world, much of what you've learned at Thor's will have little meaning.
Gonna nitpick, Mr. I can't read Japanese? Fair enough, Frost. Fair enough.
But I still truly believe that sometime, somehow, what you experience as part of Class 7 will be an invaluable treasure to you. It may not seem that way now, but I know in my heart that it will someday.
Ooh. Instructor.
You almost had me there for a moment.
With a speech that cheesy, you'd think she was Lloyd.
That was the last thing I ever thought I'd hear from you.
Hey! What's with all the laughing?
I'm really sorry. Your words were quite touching, but...
Coming out of your mouth, they were just...
Painfully droll.
Something we can only gain now, at this moment in time. So long as we're with our friends and classmates, for whom there is no substitute.
Uses his voice actor sounds like he's about to crack.
Stop that! Are you trying to kill me?
Okay, maybe he was cracking.
You kids are awful. I was being serious, you know. Why must this instructor thing be so difficult sometimes?
Sorry, Sarah. This game has so many good voice lines. I wonder who Dad is.
Looks like they got back okay. So glad I didn't have to bust in and save them.
That really would have sucked, blue-haired girl.
I thought it was all over when I got spotted at the fort, though.
Why the heck are you getting spotted at the
White
fort,
Rabbit
huh?
here. Uh-huh. Everything went A-okay.
It's Nova!
Don't sweat the details. I did what I was supposed to. No sign of them, though, but I did find a bunch of other interesting stuff. What? Fake intel? Someone managed to get a leg up on you and Gramps?
Same height!
Must have been one heck of a guy. Huh? Me? I'm gonna go meet up with Claire now. Gotcha. See you then, Lecter.
Lecter! Love Lecter.
I wonder what that military academy they mentioned is all about. Sounds kind of fun. Lammy! Yep, we're done here. Let's get going, Eric Getlum.
The way that people sit on their giant robots in this game, or this series in general, quite entertaining. Chapter 2, The Verdant City. End.
Ooh, you're moving up in the world.
Rank up. Nice, nice.
I've got a little reward here for you.
Medal of Discipline.
Drinks are on me someday.
What's my final rank? I'm guessing A rank?
Perfect. You guys are the best.
I actually got an S rank on camera. And you'll notice I didn't get the achievement because I got one last time. Well, I DM'd the link, like I said, but I also put it in the Discord if anyone wanted to read it. Well, thank you very much, Frost. Alrighty, guys, do we save? Do we delete our save data, or do we continue? I think we save. Delete and Alt F4? I'll delete that one, but I'm not going to Alt F4. That'd be silly. And then we skip forward about 2 weeks to June 15th. Hey, that's Laufey's birthday. What did you post, Frost? Is it Trails related?
It was the middle of June.
He posted the Ring of Judgment Trails manga. Technically, I think Ring of Judgment was a prequel for Zero. Okay. Important to know when that takes place. I don't know when it was written, but when it takes place is useful to know.
With summer well underway, a rainy spell seemed to hang over Trista.
Shall copy pasta and hold on to it before Zero unless it's on... It's,
With our field study
spoily.
wrapped up, the other members of Class 7 and I returned to normal school life.
It was released before Zero. It was kind of a holdover until it came out, I think. Okay, interesting. With our field study wrapped up, the other members of Class 7 and I returned to a normal school life.
But just when we thought we'd gotten used to the challenging lessons and the breakneck workload, a moment of dread washed over us, making our blood run cold.
Did your blood run with iron?
As you all know, tomorrow marks the start of your midterm exams.
Oh, that. Meh, who needs
I'm no
midterms?
good with all these papers and essays and circling answers, so I won't really be able to help you much.
Sarah sucks as a teacher so badly.
But I'm administering some of your tests, so I'll be cheering you on from the sidelines. Make me proud, class.
Or at least she sucks as a academic instructor.
Sometimes I lie awake at night and wonder how you became our teacher.
Only sometimes, Reen?
As I recall, aren't you in danger of a lecture by the vice principal if our performance isn't up to par?
Yeah, we get to read a lot now. Let's go!
Oh, I'm not too worried about that. Most of you tend to get pretty high grades anyway.
Most of you. Glares at
I
Fee.
can hardly wait to see how well you all do. Remember, the results will be announced next Wednesday. Your scores will be posted on the board by rank, so you can see how you compare to the other classes in your year.
Oh, the sooner this week is over, the better.
Yep. Agreed, Elliot.
I can almost taste the tedium.
Did you enjoy midterm season when you guys were in high school, chat?
I'm not gonna let Emma squeak by me again this time.
Oh, one more thing.
Excuse me.
They're gonna stick the average score for each
No.
class up there on the board, too.
I didn't love it. I didn't love it either.
Our class averages?
Never really had midterms. I feel envious of you.
I suppose their intent is to furnish us with motivation in the form of class bragging rights.
Well, I do enjoy a challenge.
Anyway, I know it's only noonish, but I think that's enough homeroom for today.
Woohoo! Going home early.
You guys can stay here and study, or just head on back to your dorms. Up to you. Prez, if you'll do the honors.
Yes, instructor. Stand, bow.
Jeez, what should I do? I could stand to bone up on just about everything, honestly. But my biggest worry right now is math. I was the math nerd in high school. I wouldn't mind doing a few study sessions with you if you think that'd help. Hell yeah, Elliot, time to bone up. I need to review math anyway. I'm not sure how much time I'll be able to spare, though. You mean it? That'd be a huge help. My biggest weak spot is Erebonian history, I guess. I doubt that comes as a surprise to anyone, though. I think I understand all the material we've gone over directly in class, but there are some finer points. I can aid you with that if you'd like. Though, in return, I'd appreciate a fresh pair of eyes to help revise my military science essay. It'd be my pleasure. Would you like to study with me, Fee? I guess so. Oh, would you two mind if I jumped in too? I could use a little refresher on my on my classics. I thought she said calculus. I was the weirdo who enjoyed calculus in high school though, so yeah. Though as much as I loved it, yeah, most of it has not exactly stayed in my brain over the past 12 years since 13 years now since I've graduated. Jesus. Of course, you're more than welcome. Would you like to join us, Laura? No, I appreciate your invitation, but I'll have to pass this time. There's a subject I need to review in private. I'll see you all later. Huh? What's up with her? Maybe I'm just reading too much into it, but I could have sworn I saw her looking over at Fee. Hey, Reen? Huh? What is it? You heading back to the dorms? You're totally welcome to come and study with us if you want. She got a stick stuck somewhere. Yeah, probably. I wasn't planning on heading straight back. I might come and join you guys in a bit later. Alright then. Perhaps we'll see you later. The day before the exams is a free day. Talking to certain characters will allow you to study with them. When you run out of bonding points, the time of day will change to evening and the main story will advance. We have 6 bonding points. Wait a minute. We got 10 people we can go study with. Although I think they come in batches, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that makes more sense. Cool. Hello. Everyone's so absorbed in studying for their midterms. I don't think anyone would call my grades amazing, so maybe I should start doing the same. If my parents' threats are to be believed, the fate of my allowance depends on it. No, Chloette! We got a little umbrella. Do you want locations for the hidden study material, or you're just going to let it ride on what you naturally find? I know I need to talk to all of the teachers, I think. But as for where they are, I'm not entirely sure. Sure, Frost, if you wanna link that. Rainy days are so lovely. They're truly a blessing for flowers and crops. Is it fishing time? It might be. Thank you, Adios. Let's go fishing. We did it! We caught a salamander!
What even is this?
Pale salamander, even. Tier 1 was coughed up. Is there anything that I want here from you? That, like, I want to go out of my way to get? The badges are... or the accessories are good. Maybe I'll, like, save up for those. Took a screenshot and DM'd it. I left out the answers. Okay. Time to bone up.
Not bad.
You know, a lot of people like fishing minigames because how relaxing they can be. But depending on the game, sometimes the fishing minigame is more stressful than the actual video game. Oh, if there's a fishing minigame in the Daybreak games, I am definitely playing them. Sadly, you liked this fishing minigame the most? Oh.
Now that's a catch.
Ooh, golden fish.
Now that's a catch.
Gold salmon. Aren't any fish here? Rex, you better not be doing anything inappropriate with the girls. Like taking their pictures against their permissions or whatever. Hi, Monica. Our midterms are really closing in. But I'm more afraid of the exam period being over than the exams themselves. When it's all over, I'll have to start going to swimming club practice again. Never mind. Please ignore me. She's afraid of going back to swimming. I believe I can ask you for help. These will be your very first midterms, won't they? I have to admit, I'm a little nervous too. This is the first time I've come up with questions for them. You should do fine as long as you study up on everything we've covered in class. Don't be afraid to ask questions either. Yeah, sure. There were a couple of art history things I needed cleared up, actually. Oh my! A student is really relying on me for help? What a pleasant surprise! Art evolved in a very complex ways during the Middle Ages, you see. Increase your knowledge of art. Thanks. Lounge is off limits. No. Does the principal... First years may not use them, or may not be used to them, but midterms are important exclamations that determine your academic future. Examinations, not exclamations. They test not only your general attitude towards your lessons, but the effort you put in before and after said lessons too. In other words, they exist for you to display just what you've learned ever since you enrolled here. Stay attentive and give them your all. Yes, sir. Clara. Hey, it's everybody's favorite Chaos Gremlin. You might not have noticed, but I'm an Orbital Science whiz. My dad's a Rhineford employee, and he always used to help me study. Gotta say, I'm feeling pretty good about these exams. I can't wait to get a perfect score and surprise Uncle Makarov. Help you study? Sorry, I can't teach to save my life. Love you, Mint. The music room is actually a pretty great place to study during the test period. It's so quiet. I invited Alan to study with me, but he turned me down. Maybe he really is trying to avoid me. I'm sure he's not. Maybe. Studying for exams? Ha! Surely you jest. Excellent grades come naturally to me. There is no need for something as common as studying. That's just the nature of nobility, after all. We have gifts that mere commoners cannot fathom. But you've got pencil marks all over your hands. Which comments are you replying to, Judy? Oh, are you asking or replying to Black Rose asking if it's fishing time? If there was fishing in Breakout? Gotta love autocorrect, and it's just not understanding what you were trying to say at all. Your imagination is playing tricks on you. If you let it lead you any further, you might imply that I've been studying in secret just to show Alyssa up. Yeah, sure. That's definitely not going on. I think one of the teachers is up here, if I recall. You're not a teacher. You're not even a student that I want to talk to. Responded to Black Rose in Discord to avoid spoilers. Fair. Might I escort you home, mademoiselle? We could stroll along, safely tucked under the same umbrella as the raindrops performed their emotional, percussive concert. Tee-hee. I'm afraid I'm going to have to decline your clearly selfless offer. Because I'll be studying for our midterms right here. Tee-hee, you guys. Tee-hee. I imagine at least one instructor is going to be here in the thingy. Hello. Nice to see you, Reen. We have a private study areas available if you need one. You can find them on the far end of the second floor. You'll find all sorts of reference books on the bookshelves too, but they should prove rather helpful, I think. Hi there. Oh, hello there! Did you come along to review some of what we covered in class? Actually, I was just passing by. Hee hee hee! Oh, come on now! There's no need to be shy, not when it comes to history! Let's get started, shall we? Why don't we cover every little thing that might possibly come up on your exam? This sounds like it could be helpful if I can actually stay awake. Increase your knowledge of Erebonian history. Yes. Oh, Margarita. There's a famous saying about days like these. Margaritas always go down the smoothest in the rain. That's why I'm so tantalizing. Because the dark clouds roll in, when the dark clouds roll in. But just look, don't touch. I think I've hit my limit, actually. There's my girls. Studying is so boring. But Reen here might make things interesting. In fact, I've got a great idea. Why don't we have a little Q&A competition? Every time someone gets a question wrong, they have to take off an article of clothing. Sure. Seriously? I'm not doing that. Never in a million years. Okay. Guess we won't be studying at all then. That's not what I meant. As long as everyone keeps their clothing on, I'm fine with helping you two study. It'd probably help me too, actually. Study material that might be on the exam. For some reason, I thought it was going to only be teachers that I had to speak to learn things like that. Man, what's the point in studying? I just want to go to the fencing club, damn it. I know that feeling. Not about the fencing club, but in general. Okay, let's, can we walk up the stairs, Reen? Thank you. Feeling confident in those midterms, Dorothy? I never had a problem with classic studies or literature. In fact, I'm very excited for classical studies. Letting my fantasies take over as I study works wonders, for instance. How could I ever forget the star-crossed knights whose love-hate relationship took a tragic turn when they met in combat? Hey, you're getting all starry-eyed. Come to think of it, Instructor Thomas gives me some of those vibes. He's so touchy-feely with the other male instructors. Ooh. Somebody's thinking about her instructors. And not because she wants to study with them. Hold on. Did I really only talk to Mary and not the Beatrix? I know this is the first examination period for you first years, but try not to let it get to you. Your studies here are merely meant to shape your future and provide you with unforeseen possibilities. No pressure. As tough as the exams might seem, just put your all into them and everything should work out in the end. Okay, fine. I'll look up who else I need to talk to. Barrel on the main building's rooftop to increase your knowledge in orbital science. I needed to talk to her after all, but she's not a teacher. Well, I guess not everyone's a teacher that I need to talk to. Never mind. I love the rain. Let me let you in on a little secret. I don't even need to study thanks to a special little trick of mine. Page 44 will be an orbital science exam. This is certain. This is fate. I have to read this book, but it's not a teacher. True. Exactly. You're just making things up now. What if she does have some sort of special powers? I mean, it couldn't hurt to study that page, just in case. Increase your knowledge of the orbital science. Who's next? Check a bookshelf in the musical club room to increase your knowledge of art. Oh, wow. I need to even check an individual bookcase. I'm definitely glad that, you sent me that now, Frost, because That's not right. Wait, we're looking for the music room. There we go. There's a bookshelf somewhere here. Probably over here somewhere. There it is, the one with the sparkling books on it, Genope. A book entitled The Fancier's Guide to the Erebonian Opera and Paintings, since properly off the shelf. Why would one book cover such different topics? Still, it probably covers some of the stuff on our exams. Wouldn't hurt to give it a read. Increase my knowledge of art. Talk to Instructor Markov on the first floor of the main building. I was looking for more teachers on the first floor. Already been in there. Did I no, I've tried going in there. I missed you somehow. You probably know this already, but the faculty lounge is off limits while the exams are going on. If you want to see a teacher, you gotta knock on the door and ask. You got something you want to ask me? Yeah? I've actually got an orbital science question for you to ask you. Figures, show me what's got you stumped. I'll get you up to speed. Increase your knowledge on orbital science. Instructor Mary, I've already spoken to you. Hugo outside the main building to learn a new memorization method. You're not Hugo, though I do enjoy you. Sister Ornelia was gracious enough to offer me to help with my studies. She does so much for me without expecting anything in return. I really do appreciate her kindness. There happens to be a few subjects I'm not entirely confident about, so I felt that I should take her up on her offer. Considering the fact that he is probably just kind of lurking and maybe not even paying attention. Non-habit Rosine, yes. Judy, Black Rose has a question for you. Yeah, he's currently going through SC, but he started with Daybreak 1. Something similar to me. He started with a later game, and then went back and started the first game again. But he started with Daybreak, whereas I started with Cold Steel. Rainy days are great, especially since you can always find great material once the rain stops. It never fails. Speaking of, a beautiful black cat just scrolled by a little while ago. A black cat on a rainy day makes for some great choice material too. Initially played Daybreak and was confused, so I started on Gagharv and just finished Sky FC this week. Yep. The Gagharv games aren't actually like connected to the rest to the Trail series, are they? Because I did not play them. Nor do people seem to recommend them. Correct? Good. Okay, where's Hugo? Here, Hugo. There you are. Shut it, Hugo. I'm not taking any advice for you. I can memorize everything in one go the night before. Gagharv are just like precursor, no need to play them. I actually think the English translation is super bad, IMO, so hopefully one day we get a good remake. That would be nice. I think they're more connected than Nayuta, but still nothing to do with the overall story. Understandable. Becky. You won't be able to remember anything that way. Nayuta is a side thing, that is true. The trick to memorization is to study up just before you go to bed. I was hoping Nayuta might eventually get some connection one day. Maybe it will, who knows? When you wake up, you review everything once more to seal the deal. It's easy, it's efficient, and best of all, it works. I guarantee it. You should try it too, Reen. Doubted it's a 2012 game. They might eventually make a callback to it. Might as well give it a shot. Thanks. You learned an efficient way to memorize shit. Instructor Thomas. I've already done that. Check a bookshelf on the second floor of the library to increase your knowledge of political economics. Have you seen a Shining book anywhere? Yeah, that's the one. A book entitled Political Economics, a primer, sits primely on the shelf. Given the subject matter, this book seems really accessible. It would probably make for a good refresher. Increase your knowledge on political economics. Lyndon Phoebe, I already spoke to them. Check a bookshelf in the literature club room in the same building to increase your knowledge on Erebonian history. And then a bench on the first floor of the gymnasium to increase your knowledge of military science. For some reason, I thought we wouldn't be able to enter the gym. Only thing that I saw that was a connection was a character with the last name Herschel, but not connected to our adorable student president. Fair enough. A book entitled Military Science A Primer, blah blah blah. This is a well-written book. The illustrations really bring things to life too. A towable. Oh, I get the pun now. I'm sorry. It's almost 1 a.m. Wait a second, this probably belongs to someone. Nobody would leave a book like this behind, so I'm sure they'll be back soon if it... I'll just leave this here. AOD probably is going to try to kill me now because I missed your pun. A book entitled Erebonian History and Pictures is on the shelf. What is this? Looks more like a comic book than a traditional textbook. The theories I've seen is it might be set far in the future or far in the past. Fair. It could be, like, in the same world, but its own thing at the same time. I might play through it on stream for, like, a free day or whatnot someday. I don't know yet. It does seem historically accurate, though. Couldn't hurt to give it a read. I won't kill you, but the game a few days might. Or possibly a different realm akin to Gehenna. Maybe. No idea if it's true, but praying. Okay. I'm going to hold off on studying with people until next time. Mostly because if I study with one group, I'm going to want to study with everyone. And I don't have time to study with everyone right now. So we're going to hold off until tomorrow. And I'm going to call it here for the night. I don't really plan to play it unless some solid connections are made. I don't know how solid of connections they're going to have. But it definitely doesn't hurt to, like, look for some. I will try to have a good night. But first, let's see if we can find somebody good to raid. Ooh, Blueberry is still doing Wind Waker. Rye is doing... Rye is doing Cold Steel still. Sweet, we can go and raid Rye. Crisis Chorus, aka Ride. Time for a manga reading on Discord. I don't know if I'll do it on Discord, but I will read. Let us copy their name. Let's go share some love to Rye. They're a little bit further behind than I am. It looks like they are towards the start of Chapter 2, maybe the end of Chapter 1. Oh, start of their second field study. Yes. Yes, perfect. Perfect. You all have a wonderful night. I will be back tomorrow. Hopefully I will have figured out my whole affiliate situation and all the stuff that I need to do for that. Thank you, Judy. You guys have a wonderful night.
How's it going? How's it going? Hello, hello. Raid time. Welcome in, Raiders. Oh, thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. We're with the boys. They're fighting. Hello, hello. Let me get you a shout out. How's your stream? What you guys do?